Imagine setting out on a journey for a year, and it ends up lasting nearly 30. This isn't a fantasy novel. It's the real-life story of one of history's greatest travelers, Ibn Battuta. His epic adventures took him across the known world of the 14th century, covering more ground than almost anyone before the age of steam. Get ready, because we're about to retrace the footsteps of this legendary explorer. Born in 1304 in Tangier, Morocco, Abu Abdullah Muhammad ibn Abdullah al-Lavati al-Tanji ibn Battuta was a young scholar from a family of Islamic legal judges. At the age of 21, he felt the call of the Hajj, the sacred pilgrimage to Mecca that every able-bodied Muslim is expected to make once in their lifetime. In 1325, he bid farewell to his family, expecting to be gone for maybe 16 months. He had no idea he wouldn't see his homeland again for 24 years. His initial journey was anything but straightforward. Traveling mostly overland, he joined caravans to protect himself from bandits. His route took him across the North African coast, through lands we now know as Algeria, Tunisia, and Libya. In Egypt, he was captivated by the bustling city of Alexandria and the magnificent pyramids and Cairo, which he described as the mother of cities. He continued his journey, sailing up the Nile, then crossing the Red Sea into the Arabian Peninsula. In 1326, he finally reached his first goal, Mecca. After completing the Hajj pilgrimage, a sense of divine purpose and an insatiable curiosity took hold of him. Instead of heading home, he decided to keep exploring the Dar al-Islam, the abode of Islam. He was driven by a desire to learn from the most renowned scholars and see the wonders of the Muslim world. From Mecca, he joined a caravan heading towards Persia, modern-day Iran, and Iraq. He visited Baghdad, the former heart of the Abbasid Caliphate, though it was still recovering from the Mongol invasion nearly 70 years prior. He marveled at its past glory and explored the ancient lands of Mesopotamia. His travels then took him north through parts of modern-day Azerbaijan before he returned to Mecca to perform a second Hajj. After spending another year in the holy city studying, the call of the road was too strong to ignore. This time, he looked south. He sailed down the Red Sea coast, visiting Yemen before crossing the Horn of Africa. He explored the vibrant trading city of Mogadishu in what is now Somalia, noting its wealthy merchants and lavish hospitality. From there, he sailed further down the Swahili coast, visiting Mombasa and Kilwa in present-day Tanzania. He was deeply impressed by Kilwa, describing it as one of the most beautiful and well-constructed towns he had ever seen, a testament to the thriving Indian Ocean trade network. But his journey was far from over. From East Africa, his path led him back to Oman and the Strait of Hormuz, and then once more to Mecca for his third Hajj. By now, his reputation as a seasoned traveler and a learned man was growing. His next destination was Anatolia, modern-day Turkey. He traveled across the region, which was then controlled by various Turkish principalities, and was struck by the hospitality he received. He noted the strong faith and kindness of the people, even as they were divided politically. His wanderlust then pulled him towards the vast lands of the Golden Horde, a Mongol Khanate ruling over a massive territory that included parts of modern Russia and Central Asia. He journeyed to the court of the Khan, Ozbeg, and was even given the incredible opportunity to accompany one of the Khan's wives, a Byzantine princess, on a trip to her hometown, the legendary city of Constantinople. Stepping into Constantinople in 1334 was like entering another world. It was the heart of the Byzantine Empire, a Christian stronghold. Ibn Battuta, a devout Muslim, was fascinated. He met the Byzantine Emperor, Andronikos III, and was given a tour of the city. He marveled at the great church of Hagia Sophia, describing its immense size and beauty, though he was not permitted to enter. This rare glimpse into the Christian world was a unique experience for a traveler from the Islamic lands. After this detour, he returned to the lands of the Golden Horde and set his sights on a new, ambitious destination, India. He joined a caravan and embarked on a grueling trek across Central Asia, crossing the forbidding Hindu Kush mountains, a journey so harsh he described how travelers would place straw on the snow to prevent their feet from sinking. He finally arrived in Delhi in 1334, the capital of the powerful Delhi Sultanate, ruled by the notoriously unpredictable Sultan Muhammad bin Tughlaq. The Sultan was known for his extreme generosity to foreign scholars, but also for his brutal punishments. Recognizing Ibn Battuta's legal training, the Sultan appointed him as a qadi, or judge. Ibn Battuta lived a life of luxury in Delhi for several years, but he also lived in constant fear of the Sultan's volatile temper. He witnessed both incredible wealth and shocking cruelty. After about 8 years, feeling increasingly uneasy, Ibn Battuta looked for a way out. His opportunity came when the Sultan decided to send an embassy to the Mongol court of China and appointed Ibn Battuta to lead it. This was his chance to escape Delhi and continue his travels. However, the journey to China proved to be his most perilous yet. His traveling party was attacked by rebels. He was shipwrecked off the coast of India, and he lost all the lavish gifts he was carrying for the Chinese emperor. Undeterred, he decided to continue to China on his own. His journey took him to the beautiful Maldive Islands, where his legal expertise once again earned him the position of chief judge. He married into the local ruling family and tried to enforce stricter Islamic laws, which didn't go over well with the relaxed islanders. After a political falling out, he was forced to leave. From the Maldives, he sailed to Sri Lanka, where he climbed the sacred Adam's Peak. He then journeyed back to the coast of India, and finally, after another shipwreck and more adventures, he secured passage on a Chinese junk. He sailed through Southeast Asia, visiting Sumatra, before at last reaching the bustling port city of Quanzhou in China's Fujian province. Ibn Battuta described China as one of the safest and best regulated countries for a traveler. He was amazed by its crafts, particularly the fine porcelain, silk, and its use of paper money. He traveled to major cities like Guangzhou and Hangzhou, which he described as one of the largest cities he had ever seen. He even claimed to have traveled as far north as Beijing, the capital of the Yuan dynasty, though some scholars question the extent of his travels within China. By 1347, after more than 2 decades on the road, Ibn Battuta finally decided it was time to go home. He journeyed back, passing through Southeast Asia and India once more, before making his way through Persia and Syria. He arrived in Damascus only to discover that the Black Death was ravaging the region. He witnessed the plague's devastating impact firsthand, describing how thousands were dying each day. The world he had left behind was now a changed and fearful place. He finally returned to his hometown of Tangier in 1349. He learned that his mother had died from the plague just months before his arrival, and his father had passed away years earlier. The home he had left as a young man was no longer the same. But even after all this, his travels weren't over. After a short stay in Morocco, he journeyed to Al-Andalus Muslim-ruled Spain to help defend the coast against a potential attack. Then, he embarked on one final great adventure. In 1351, he crossed the Sahara Desert, a daunting journey that took months, to visit the legendary Mali Empire, one of the wealthiest empires in the world at the time, famous for its gold. He visited its capital, Niani, and the famous trading city of Timbuktu. He met the ruler, Mansa Suleiman, and observed the customs of the people, expressing both admiration for their piety and shock at some local traditions he found un-Islamic. After returning from West Africa in 1354, at the age of 50, Ibn Battuta's travels finally came to an end. At the command of the Sultan of Morocco, Abu Inan Faris, he settled down and began to dictate his incredible story to a scribe named Ibn Juzay. This collaboration resulted in the book, a gift to those who contemplate the wonders of cities and the marvels of traveling. Better known simply as the Rihla, or the Journey, this book is our window into his world. Without it, the story of this incredible man and his 30 years of adventure would be lost to history. He traveled an estimated 75,000 miles, visiting over 40 modern-day countries, a feat unmatched by any individual traveler until the dawn of the steam engine 450 years later. Ibn Battuta passed away around 1368, but his legacy lives on. His journey provides an unparalleled first-hand account of the vast, interconnected Islamic world of the 14th century, just before it was forever changed by the plague and shifting global powers. He was a pilgrim, a scholar, a judge, an ambassador, and above all, an explorer with an unquenchable thirst for knowledge and adventure. His story is a powerful reminder that sometimes the longest and most rewarding journeys begin with a single step. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more stories about incredible lives. See you in the next video.